Zamudio defends against Francisco Montiel. They fought here on June the 17th of this year, and it was quite a slugfest with the right hand in the 10th and final round by Montiel flooring Zamudio, who appeared to be ahead on points. However, 3 points have been subtracted from Montiel's total for low blows throughout the bout. The crowd didn't like the decision. What was the decision? A draw.
The champion, Ysaias Zamudio, they call him the Z, and this is a big fight for him. He's currently number 3 in the WBC rankings, and he conceivably could be number 1 with an impressive victory here tonight. A man that's always impressive, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the home of championship boxing, the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California. Once again, we have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you by Forum Boxing Incorporated, along with Budweiser, the king of beers. This fight coming your way is one of our featured events of the evening, the NABF Flyweight Championship, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. This bout is sanctioned by the North American Boxing Federation, the supervisor at ringside, Dean Loheis, along with the California State Athletic Commission, the chairman, Era Harabedian, commissioner in attendance, Jerry Nathanson, and introducing the officials as appointed. At ringside, our physicians, Dr. Bernhard Schwartz, Dr. Robert Carnes. Timekeepers at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, we have Aaron Kozlow and Willie Ariola. Presenting the judges for this bout, Vince Delgado, Larry Rosadia, Bert Clements, and the referee in charge of this bout. He will be giving instructions after the introductions, Dr. James Jenkin. All right, fans, here we go. This bout coming your way is a rematch, and it is for the NABF Flyweight Championship, 12 rounds of championship boxing. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, and he is the challenger. He enters the ring wearing white and red trunks and hailing from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. His weight this evening is 111 3/4 pounds. His record, 24 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws, with 15 wins by way of knockout. He is ranked the number 10 contender by the NABF as a flyweight. Please welcome Francisco Cocholito Montiel. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, he is the defending champion, entering the ring wearing blue trunks with gold trim. Fighting out of Blythe, California, his weight is the same at 111 3/4 pounds. His fine record, 23 wins, only 3 losses, 1 draw, with 8 wins by way of knockout. He is ranked the number 3 flyweight in the world by the WBC. Tonight he is defending his NABF Flyweight Championship. Welcome a fighter known as Kid Showtime, Ysaias Zamudio. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Dr. James Jenkin.
You interpret for me. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. You tell him, number 1, I want a good, clean, hard fight. Number 2, you obey my commands at all times. Shake hands. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, let's take a look at the tail of the tip of these youngsters. Zamudio, 5'1", 111 3/4, 22 years of age, 60-inch reach. Francisco Montiel, 5 feet, 111 3/4, same weight, 3 years older at 25, but 6 inches advantage in the reach. Montiel in the red and white trunks, the champion of the NABF Flyweight Division in the blue, Zamudio. Scheduled for 12. These are 2 good little men. Zamudio won the title in May of '90. He won over Javier Diaz to get it. He is also the WBA America's champion. He got that in '89 at the Great Western Forum when he beat Juan Diaz. When they fought here in June, 17th was the day, Zamudio appeared to have the fight pretty well won. It was a 10-rounder. But in the 10th, he got knocked down for the fight's only knockdown. And despite being penalized 3 points for 3 low blows, Montiel was given a draw, a controversial draw.
Oh, I remember that fight very well, Chick. It was a very controversial fight. But now, you know, watching Montiel with that 66-inch reach, that's a long reach. And maybe those, for any normal person, it would be a body shot, but being the 6 inches, it's a low blow. It was a great fight.
Montiel is tough, he's aggressive, he's a club-type fighter, and Zamudio is called Kid Showtime. Used to pick cabbage and watermelon up in Blythe with the temperatures 110 degrees. Why did he do it? To support his mom. He's a fans fighter, charismatic, flashy. And the guy in the blue trunks punches in bunches, and that adds up to a lot of points often. That's why people were so startled when he was held to a draw in their previous bout in June. Another thing as the fight goes on, you'll notice that Zamudio is quite adept at slipping punches. Nice lead right hand by Montiel.
You know, watching Zamudio in the past, Chick, he's always a type of fighter that was in and out, very fast at his hands and very quick at feet. And he has chose to settle down more, fight flat-footed, as opposed to the boxer style that he's been known for.
Some people question Zamudio's chin. How much of a punch can he take? Well, he's won 23 times in 27 pro bouts. He's had 8 knockouts. Montiel, 24 victories, 9 losses, and 2 draws. 15 knockouts in his 24 wins. But he's only won 2. Only won 2 of his last 11. Usual here at the Great Western Forum, yours truly, Chick Hearn, and Ruben Castillo give you Ruben's scoring on each round. It does not mean anything. It's unofficial. But you'd be surprised how often he's right in the numbers with the trio of judges. How did you score the first round?
I gave it to Zamudio, 10-9 round.
Ooh, a good right hand by Zamudio. That's the best punch he's landed. But he lands so many punches that you got to be careful not to misjudge his point total because it adds up in a hurry. Zamudio is an inch taller at 5'1". He's in the blue. Quick of hands, isn't he? So is Montiel. Only 1 knockdown in their previous fight in June. That was scored in the 10th and final round by Montiel in the red and white.
After the fight, I talked to Zamudio, and he was telling me it was like an off night for him. He didn't put his punches together, but he looks very sharp tonight.
He does. Oscar Gracias is his manager and trainer, and he does a marvelous job with this 22-year-old. Montiel in the red and white is 25. Good crowd here at the Great Western Forum again tonight. Make it a habit on Prime Network, coast to coast, to be with us for these shows. Third man in the ring is Dr. James Jen Kim. And a good one. He does not have a vote. Remember, the 3 judges ascertain the outcome. Unless one of the fighters ascertains it with a knockout. Jerry Romano is our producer, and Susan Stratton is our director on Prime Network, working with an outstanding crew. These little guys give you constant action, Ruben.
Absolutely, Chick. And you'll notice here, Zamudio will throw his jab a lot. He's got a tremendous jab. It's very, very quick. And he didn't use it the last fight, Chick. Not until the last couple of rounds. But he's very effective with it.
That was a great combination by Zamudio.
You're going to have to be careful with those
Triple
heads.
jab. They're worried about a butt, huh?
Yeah, they come together a couple of times already.
Oh, what a right hand by Zamudio. Montiel is hurt. backing up, trying to get some running room, trying to get some breathing room. Right above us now in the corner, the little guy, Ysaias Zamudio, pours it out. The champion trying to get an early knockout here in this scheduled 12-round NABF Flyweight Championship bout.
He scored some great right hands there, Chick, and I was surprised to see him go to the body because he didn't do that the first time out.
I was surprised to see how well Montiel handled those solid punches that he took. He goes back to his corner where he'll be greeted over there by Greg Campo, his handler. Boy, did he take some shots in that round, huh?
Oh, yes, and he has a tremendous chin, Chick. He's always known to have a great, great chin. You can't count this kid out. He'll come right back at you.
Early in the round, Zamudio in the blue trunks went to work.
Yeah, he started throwing that jab. He's trying to pick some shots right after throwing the jab, and he went to the body here. As long as he throws that jab, Chick, he stays busy with it. He'll get his combinations together. There's that right hand.
Now let's go to the latter part of the round. Here we are in the corner of Francisco Montiel of Los Mochis in Mexico. 111 3/4, the exact duplicate weight as posted on the scale by Zamudio at today's weigh-in. Round number 3. Zamudio win that one too?
Yes, I have Ysaias Zamudio at 20-18. It's going to be a good one, Chick.
Well, he appears much more confident in his ability tonight. He's moving better. He's moving easier. He appears to be more focused.
Absolutely right. As I said the last time when he got knocked down, he was just trying to take Montiel out with one shot, and he got nailed with a shot.
Well, I think, too, don't you? It was the final round in that fight, the 10th. I think he thought he had it won on points, and he coasted a little bit too much and got caught with a good punch.
Exactly. That'll happen all the time. You get careless. You can't get careless with a guy like Montiel.
He missed with that left, but you'll see him jab away with it and be very successful. And he's so quick. He can hit you 2 or 3 times, seemingly in one stroke. It's going to be quite a contrast when we get the junior heavyweight title bout in here tonight with Smith. And he weighed in at 250 pounds today. His opponent 236 pounds. So that'll be quite a contrast. But let's get this one. Got a good one going in the 3rd round. Zamudio gets tremendous power in his punches, and so does Montiel. And Montiel taking no backward steps.
Zamudio's got this sneaky right hand, Chick, that he's been pretty effective with, but sometimes he can get careless with it.
Oh, good left hand. That left hand actually sent Montiel back on his heels. And Montiel again displaying strong chin. He takes a right to the face and he takes a left to the jaw. And Montiel being pounded here in round 3 as he was in the latter stages of round 2. Good exchange along the ropes. Both men scoring points. I tell you, for a little guy, that left hand jab is about as strong as you'll see.
Oh, absolutely. He's very effective with it. And I'm happy to see him now. He looks a lot different from the time their last fight out. He's very confident, as you said, and he's putting his shots together.
Beautiful left hand by Montiel. That jarred the head of Zamudio.
There's that sneaky right hand, Chick. Very effective with it.
All right, round number 3 is history. Going to round 4, and the first 3 rounds seem to be, and let's see what Ruben thinks, dominated by Zamudio.
Yeah, absolutely, Zamudio up 30-27.
I'll give you a little tip on Montiel. Not necessarily that it'll hold true tonight, but his habits in the ring have always been start slowly and finish very strongly. And he did that in the 10th and final round of their previous match. He likes to work on the midsection. Some people worry about him suffering cuts in a fight that hit against a guy that hits as hard as Zamudio. Zamudio mixing up rights and lefts very well. It gives the defender a lot to think about.
Well, he mixes his shots up, Chick. He goes to the body, goes to the head. He'll throw the jab to the body and turn it into a left hook. So it'll confuse you. But that sneaky right hand he's got, he leads with it a lot of times. And it's been very effective for him.
And he has it cocked all the time. Hands up high. A little bit higher than Montiel. Been very little work so far for Dr. James Jenkin, the referee, because you've got two eager, young, aggressive, talented fighters.
That's something about the lighter weights like this, Chick. They fight toe to toe. Their concern is not to hug and tie each other up. They want to go finish this fight.
Nice. I think Zamudio has the attention of Montiel with some solid punches in every round. That was a grazing right hand by Montiel, fortunately for Zamudio. Zamudio is a machine tonight, constantly punching, and his opponent doing much the same.
I think Montiel is going to have to get in the fight by counter-punching, Chick, because Zamudio's a lot quicker tonight than he was their last fight, so he's going to have to go to the counter-punching. He's getting off a lot quicker than Montiel.
Working late now in round number 4. Nice right hand to the jaw, scored by Montiel. Now he's back into his opponent's corner. Missing Zamudio. Zamudio comes from Blythe, California for this rematch. Let's go over to the corner of the Blythe man, the NABF flyweight champion. He's also the WBA America's champion. He's currently number 3 in the WBC. He could get a title shot with that crown, too, with an impressive victory tonight.
Absolutely right.
We're trying to pick up the conversation over there in Spanish, but so far we haven't.
Once to the body.
Now maybe.
Jab, 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 jab.
Right, go to the body.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
It's open.
English,
Jab,
no?
jab, straight right hand to the body, to the head and come back to the body.
And don't drop your left.
Don't
Keep it
stop
up.
what do you do? Go on
Okay.
your punch, okay?
All right, you're doing good.
Close.
You're beautiful out
Round
there.
his ass, okay?
Let's go.
He told him to continue something that we mentioned in the round. He's keeping his hands very high, Ruben.
That's right, and they want him to throw that jab more. Throw that jab a lot and continue throwing those combinations.
And he complimented it by saying, you're doing very well. All right, we go to the 5th round of our championship tilt. Has Montiel won a round on your card?
I gave him the last round, Chick. I thought he landed some good shots at the end. That's another bad thing that Zamudio has, Chick. He'll get lazy at times.
So you got a 39-37 for the man in the blue trunks.
Right, Zamudio.
Ysaias. Some people say it slightly different. He says it almost like Ysaias, but it's in the ballpark.
Oh, there's an abrasion on the left eye of Ysaias.
It was there when we came out for this round. I noticed it.
Their heads coming together.
It looks now like just a little bit of a flaw in the skin under the left eye. No blood coming out of it yet. HC championship fights won on cuts or lost on cuts, don't you?
Right. Unfortunate.
It's amazing the durability of the human skin. Unbelievable, the punches they take. Well, I think of it, the state of California can be very proud. Our governor has named the former champion, Carlos Palomino, to the State Athletic Commission. And believe me, he'll be a champion with the commission, too.
Well, there will be no arguments in meetings, I can guarantee you.
He's a wonderful
He's a
guy.
super guy.
Yeah.
Super.
Good aggressive work by Zamudio. Oh, and he catches him with that left hand again. Drives it right to the belly and coming back with a left hook of his own. Montiel.
There's something about Montiel, though, Chick. His facial expression doesn't change a bit. He can get hit with a brick and he'll look the same.
He's fighting a very short man. He himself is short. 5'1", and he is 5 feet. And in his last fight, remember, he was charged with 3 low blows. Took a point away for each one. And when you're fighting a shorter man, sometimes it's easy to hit low.
Right. Now that 66-inch reach would be much easier to hit low.
I'm not sure Zamudio can hit him any harder than he already has. However, the wear and tear from punches like that over a period of rounds may take its toll.
Absolutely.
All right, here we are now with Greg Campo moving in to talk to Francisco Montiel. Looks like a little puffiness under his right eye. He looks like a boxer, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah, here we go with that combinations from Zamudio, Chick. Like I said, he's been putting his combinations together very, very, very well. Forking to the body, coming back to the head. And then here's another look. That left hook that caught Montiel on the chin. But he's got a cast iron chin. Unbelievable.
Another thing for Montiel's favor is that he's a very, very strong man. Not to say that Zamudio isn't strong, but I believe of the two, the strength department will probably go to Montiel. The quickness probably favors Zamudio.
I think from here, from this round on, Chick, is when Montiel will start putting it in second gear.
Round 6. Was that another round for Zamudio, or did you give him?
Yeah, that was another round for Ysaias. 49-46.
The championship is on the line. The NABF Flyweight Championship. Zamudio is thinking now of not only defending here tonight, moving up in the rankings to #1 in the WBC charts and get a shot at that title. He owns 2 titles right now. Nice left hand. Good shot by Montiel, and he's following it up now. He thinks he hurt Zamudio, and I think he did too.
Well, he hit him with a left hook just before that also, Chick, that kind of stung Ysaias.
Zamudio just stung him back. Nice right hand scored by Montiel. He's having a good early round here.
See, he's starting to counter punch now, Chick. I think his quarterman told him just counter punch, wait for Zamudio, then get off your shots right after.
Also,
immediately following.
I think maybe the evolution that I talked about earlier. Start slowly, finish strongly. We're at the halfway round. Montiel has a habit of doing that. It's cost many a fighter a championship or a fight. But on the other hand, it conserves your strength slightly for the latter rounds. Solid exchange, and another pair of right hands by Zamudio drives Montiel into the corner. They told him to keep his hands up high. If Zamudio raises them any higher, it looked like a guy's got a 38 in his back.
Praise.
Yeah, praise. Where's the radio? Nice right hand. Montiel. Boy, that brought a confidence-appearing look to his face, which is almost a facade tonight.
Oh,
Triple little jab, just driving the nose right back into the cheekbone of Montiel.
That will deflate your confidence quick.
Best round of the fight, with both men scoring repeatedly. That championship belt is on the line, isn't it? And they both want it. The guy that wore it into the ring, Zamudio, goes back to his corner. Oscar Gracias working on his man, tending to that slight cut under the left eye.
Here's that punch by Montiel, chick. Threw that jab, right hand. But as you can see, Zamudio rolled with that shot. And here comes Zamudio with those jabs. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable.
Remember early in the fight I said that Zamudio could slip punches? Wasn't that a perfect example?
Perfect example. Slipped and rolled right with that shot. Takes off all the steam.
So over in Montiel's corner, the work has been done. He's ready to come back to the ring, and already out there is Zamudio as our referee. Dr. James Jenkins says take off some of the materials that you applied to his face, and running to the middle of the ring for Ruben Castillo's scoring.
59-55 in favor of Ysaias Zamudio.
Well, that's an unofficial count, ladies and gentlemen, but I would almost bet it's right on the money. The last time they fought on June the 17th, right here, at this stage of their 10-rounder, everybody in the building, I believe, except perhaps Montiel and his handlers, thought that Zamudio had the fight won if he could just stay on his feet. It was a draw. Zamudio putting on a display of some real artwork for that left jab. It didn't just come out once at you. Boom, boom, boom.
I think Montiel needs to throw that jab more. He's got the reach advantage. He should be using that jab. Chick, we'd like to welcome back Jimmy Montoya.
Yeah.
He's back in town. That's great. Great trainer, manager, fighters.
Going up and up a new gym. And he'll have some champs, like he always has.
Absolutely.
We're in the 7th round of our championship bout, which of course is scheduled for 12. It's amazing, both men included in the statement, how few punches have been a swing and a miss in this fight, and they have thrown hundreds of punches.
No, they don't miss very many shots.
No.
That's what I like about these type of fights. The fighters that they pinpoint their shots. They don't waste anything.
And they use a variance of punches, body shots, head shots. Oh, what a left hand, and that really caught Montiel.
They both threw left hooks at the same time.
I think Montiel received the worst of the damage. He's not hanging on. Maybe he should be, but he isn't. I told you he was strong. This is proof.
This guy has a chin.
Oh.
Unreal, chick.
I know what Zamudio is saying to himself right now. I thought sure he'd go down.
Absolutely.
End quote. Late in the 7th round now. Both men seem perfectly conditioned for this grueling championship battle. Oh, a great left hand again. How beautiful a left can one human being have. And he sets it up so beautifully with the danger and exposing the right. Zamudio's best round.
I think so. I think he's dominating the fight now, chick. If he can keep this rhythm up 5 more rounds, he's got the fight won.
You got him ahead by 5?
Yeah, 69-64.
If you just joined us, the NABF flyweight champion is wearing the blue trunks. His name is Ysaias Zamudio from Blythe, California, and the challenger is Francisco Montiel from Los Mochis in Mexico. We're in the 8th round of a 12-rounder. Somebody told me this morning at the weigh-in, they said, we're a little bit worried about Montiel being cut. I'll tell you, if he hasn't been cut with the shots that he's taken in the face so far tonight, I don't think he will be, unless it's a headbutt.
I think you're right, but he's got an abrasion there, Chick.
A little bit of an abrasion, right eye area. A little bit of puffiness. Nothing happened to the abrasion under the eye of Zamudio, did it?
No, not at all. He doesn't look too worried about it either, does he?
I'm really excited about Carlos Palomino joining the California State Athletic Commission. Pete Wilson, our governor, made an outstanding choice, and I'm sure he had good advice. Zamudio not only can lead quite effectively, he's also a good counter-puncher.
Oh, yes, he's a very good counter-puncher, but I think of the two, I think Montiel is a lot quicker in the counter-punch division, but Zamudio's such quick at hands, I think you have to counter-punch to
I was just going to say, he has more opportunity. Nice body shots, beautiful. Now a shot to the head, rocks the head back of Montiel. It's almost as though right now Zamudio is willing to take one to give two.
That could be dangerous, though.
Ask him about the 10th round in their fight in June. And it wasn't any fluke knockdown. He went down. I'm happy to report there's not been one low punch in this fight. I didn't say just not called. Might have butted a little bit. They touched gloves. They've been very friendly throughout the fight.
I think after their first outing, they got a lot of respect for each other.
So interesting. I hate to see the rounds pass by, but indeed, round number 8 is now etched in the records. Round number 9. 4 rounds to go, and Zamudio apparently doing a good job of defending his NABF flyweight championship. But the only 3 men that can determine that, if it goes all the way, would be the judges: Bert Clemens, Vince Delgado, and Larry Rosadia. The referee, as we said earlier, Dr. James Jen Kim, does not have a vote. Round number 9. The pace throughout the first 8 rounds was astonishingly quick and constant. Running into a left jab, Montiel knocked backwards.
I think this is the time where they refuel their gas tanks, Chick. They're just going to coast this round, catch that second win.
They got 3 more after this one. I don't think any of us appreciate, unless we stop and really think about it. I was thinking about this today when I was shaving. How hard, well, you know better than anyone, you have to train to be physically fit to go 12 rounds.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You have to run a lot of miles. I think a lot of the hand mitts, what they call in Spanish manoplas, where you get a lot of your condition. You're constantly throwing your hands. That has a lot to do with it.
Even while you're jogging.
Absolutely. Speed bag. It's tough, Chick.
And it's one thing to fight, spar with sparring partners in a gym. Then you get in with the real guy.
That's right. It's a whole different game, you know. You have the little gloves, don't have the headgear. I don't recommend this to anybody.
You made your living at it.
I will answer the phone for no apparent reason today because of it.
I'm happy to report that is not fact.
Thank you.
Late in the 9th round. Ruben has the fight. Scored for Zamudio. So far, anything can happen in round 10. It was in round 10 in their fight in June that the glad you're looking at Zamudio knocked down his opponent. Excuse me, Montiel knocked down Zamudio. We got some great volleyball players. These guys are not just great. They are top ranked in all the world. We have got Steve Timmons, Mike Dodd. Sit down, John. And Tim Hovland. Boy, those three guys. And what a move volleyball has made across the world. Now, Jerry Buss owns the Great Western Forum, puts on these fights, you know. The guy on the left with the red crew cut, that is Steve Timmons, and he's married to the beautiful daughter of Jerry Buss, Jeannie. All right, here we go. We're in the 10th round. Will it be a duplicate of June 17th? A little bit of a mark outside the corner of the right eye of Montiel. Jerry Buss is watching the fight tonight on Prime Network over in Hawaii. As we go coast to coast. Nice shot by the right hand of Montiel, but it was picked off on the glove of Zamudio. The way you have it scored, it would have to be a knockout now for Montiel, or a couple of knockdowns at least.
At least a couple of knockdowns, exactly, Chick. Ray Boom Boom Mancini walks in. It's Sammy Hagar.
Somebody told me Boom Boom is going to fight again. Is that true?
Well, he's kicking it around, Chick. He still has the ability. He can do something.
Triple jab. Beautiful. The left hook misses. I think you said it well when you reported that they came out of the last fight with great respect for each other. And that respect has grown, I'm sure, throughout the first 9 and now into the 10th round of this one.
I think Zamudio also's got it in the back of his head about the last fight in this same round. He's going to try not to do what he did the last time, get careless.
The way those eyes are pinpointed tonight, he's not going to get careless. Oh, a great left hand shook the head of Montiel, and it followed a right hand lead. And again, he scores inside. Zamudio.
There's that sneaky right hand, Chick.
Yep. That's what makes him so tough to defend against. And both his right and left have almost equal power. So often a guy with a left jab, it's just a pawing effort, isn't it?
Absolutely, just to set up another combination.
And he ran into the left jab that time. He said, what's this guy got, 3 arms?
He looked at James Jenkins. He thought James did it.
James said, I'm just the referee. Oh, and this time the right hand pulverizes the jaw of Montiel.
I've got a feeling to go tell him to duck that dang thing.
End of round 10. The 11th round, we got to have the scoring of Ruben Castillo.
99-92, Zamudio.
Defending his title, it appears, successfully. Montiel loves to go to the breadbasket, but right now, his corner has to tell him, you know, you got to go after him. He's way ahead on points. Unless we're seeing it from a different angle.
Oh, I would send him out to go to the body check. He's got this round and one more. You want to try to catch a good shot there to drop his hands because Zamudio's defense has been phenomenal.
He hadn't dropped them all night, has he?
Not at all.
Oh, the uppercut missed. Chopping right hand by Montiel. Another uppercut misses by Zamudio. He's gone to the full arsenal in this round. He's trying punches that he hadn't tried previously in this fight. Oh, that was low. See if he takes away a point. Time is called.
The warning first and then the next one.
It should have been. There was nothing dirty about the blow. One of those things.
I'd have blamed on my reach.
11th round of our 12-round championship bout. Punch out, says the referee. Good instructions. He's done an admirable job working this fight.
And we'd like to say hello to a couple of friends of ours, Chick, Mike and Carlos Vega, watching on Prime Network. Coast to coast.
And a lot of people.
Let him go. Push out. Push out.
James Jenkins slaps them both.
Sound like he was checking the side of beef. Zamudio now in charge of the fight. And you say, well, he has been for a long time, Chick. That's true, but we're late enough in the fight now to express that statement.
Oh, his confidence is unbelievable.
Yeah. There has not been a knockdown in the fight. But I really think that in the next 6 weeks or so, that you'll probably see the WBC #1 ranked flyweight by the name of Ysaias Zamudio. Very good sportsmanship displayed at the end of the round, and over in his corner now we'll try to get a word from Greg Campo on what he is telling his man.
No, not too bad, son. Don't. The last round, we touched gloves in the beginning. Yo, touch gloves. Commission will fine you $200. Quita el agua. Tira aquí.
I missed what he said over there. One of the handlers, somebody said do something, and the handler said don't do it. They'll fine you $200.
I think he's talking about going to the Cup, going south of Tijuana. No, I kind of missed that too, but I'm concerned because he's the type that has done it in the past, and he probably has nothing to lose now but $200.
All right, here we go, the last round. Until the scorecards are made official, no one knows where the championship belt will be immediately after the fight. But let's keep a close eye on Montiel. Zamudio has made his case.
I wonder what they were talking about, Chick. That's got me thinking now. That's $200 fine. Montiel's got to be thinking, is it worth $200? Let's check it out.
Zamudio is playing it quite cagey in this round, not taking any chances. His corner obviously told him, hey, you got the fight won. Just go out there and stay on your feet. Don't get careless.
Well, he's exchanging punches with Montiel. I think it's crazy. If I were him, I'd join the track team right now.
Like Joe Louis once said, you can run, but you can't hide.
That square circle is awesome.
Nice left hand again by Zamudio. The Z. Kid Showtime. And he looks very, very fresh. Montiel does too. Montiel has been through a tough evening. And he's fought a good fight. A real good challenging fight. I don't think there are many flyweights who would have beaten Montiel tonight. But he's going against maybe the best flyweight in the world. Only the next few months will tell that. Zamudio is only 22 and a straight right hand onto the chin of Montiel. We've got less than a minute left in the championship fight. The North American Boxing Federation title. Chick Hearn with Ruben Castillo, and Ruben will interview the winner of this fight. Look out.
He smiles. He knows he has his fight won.
And he knows every time he wins a fight now, it sets him up for a bigger payday.
Now that's something to smile about.
Yeah, especially when as a kid you were out picking cabbage and watermelons, 110-degree heat and play to support your family.
See, now he can afford a cordless fan if he wants to go out there.
Right. Good fight. Good fight. Very good fight. Two tough hombres. They go to the respective corners of the opponents, shake hands with their managers and handlers, and we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with the official verdict from the judges on this championship fight on Fight Night at the Forum, coming your way on Prime Network, coast to coast. Comes over to the side of the ring and waves to some of his supporters up in the crowd. Good crowd enjoyed this flyweight bout. As for the title, Montiel, Francisco his first name, challenged Ysaias Zamudio. Let's go up now to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision, and here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Larry Rosadia, scores the bout 116-112. Vince Delgado scores the bout 115-113. Judge Bert Clements scores the bout 118-110. All three in favor of the winner and still champion, Ysaias Zamudio.
Well, there wasn't much doubt about what the scorecards were going to read, was there? And the championship belt applied to the very hard stomach of Ysaias Zamudio. And naturally, he's a very happy young man, and well, he should be. Perfectly conditioned for this defense. He has just put on a show here that has made the crowd at the Great Western Forum very, very pleased. Let's go up to Ruben Castillo now. He is with Ysaias.
Thank you, Chick. Ysaias, that was a great show. I want you to tell me and the public, what did you do this time that you didn't do the last fight? Because you look much, much sharper tonight.
I had to pace myself in this fight. And then I had to pace myself to where in the last rounds I'd have enough strength to continue my strategy. And I just paced myself. I was a lot calmer than the first time. First time I went in there and tried to take him out in the early rounds, and I ended up a little bit weak at the end. But all I had to do was pace myself. I also trained a lot harder this time, more sparring, and with the help of the community of Blythe and the people at Albertsons, I really thank them. Everybody made this a successful win.
Okay, I want to ask you, why did you take him lightly the first time, your first outing, or after the first fight you knew what you had to come with?
Well, in the first fight, I didn't know anything about him. That's what, as I said before, I went too fast on him, and I didn't have enough strength in the later rounds. But in this fight, I used more of my mental ability, and as far as just my physical, and I try to fight a smarter fight this time.
Well, I know this time you used your jab very, very effectively. It was something you didn't use your last time. What is up next for Ysaias?
Well, I hope that it's the world title fight. They've been promising me a world title fight with I think it's Kitty Kasem. I'm not too sure. But if it's him from Thailand, I'll be ready for him.
Well, congratulations to you. I know that you have any problems making weight, especially out in Blythe.
All right, Ruben.
Let's go back to ringside to Chick Hearn.
Okay, and we also had